Oil fields, we know, are undesirable land uses. They're dirty, they're smelly, they're ugly. The oil industry has built really interesting defenses to deal with this. They use sound muffling technology, they have pretty walls, they build hedges, and you'll see some of that today.
.350-acre Kenneth-Hahn Park with places to fish and places to hike, to play, and there's playgrounds. And the idea was that, well, it's kind of a relic, will fade out over time and just take over the rest of it and then do one great big park up here. With the advent of these kind of different advanced oil drilling technologies, this has really revitalized, in a negative way, the oil field.
California actually is much weaker rules than other states. It's pretty appalling because we think of California as being this green, progressive place. When it comes to oil drilling, that's not the case.
4 years ago, we began to notice that people were getting sick. My employees were getting sick. I was getting sick too, but it took me a while to notice my own symptoms and make the connection. But we also simultaneously began to hear complaints about noxious odors in the neighborhood. Behind this very discreet wall, which is very nicely landscaped in front, there is the Allen Co. Company. All of us have been in the plume of what was being emitted from this site. The US EPA sent 3 investigators, all of them became sick at the scene. Since this plant shut down, none of the symptoms that we had been collecting have been reported. Not one. Not the nosebleeds, not the devastating and debilitating headaches.
In October, I didn't know what a rig was. I didn't know what any of this stuff was. And folks proceeded to talk about what's been happening in this neighborhood. It's not sticking a straw straight into the ground. This is directional drilling. So all you need is one area, and you can dig, and then you can just spider out thousands of feet. The people who own that home, which is actually 10 feet to the nearest well bore, that couple was driven out of their home. 24,000 pounds of acid in one single injection well. These are chemicals that they injected in just one single well, and in this site they have 23 different wells. And I never knew where it was, but now I do. So folks, if you can see the ugly sound wall that's put up, and we'll get a closer look at it. Well, if we have to run like hell at 40 or 50, and we were halfway there, right, about, how are you going to evacuate all of these people? You have a school with people who have severe special needs. You have an elementary school. You have another one down the street, Mid-City Elementary. You have 196 families in that unit right there, and 16,000 just within a half mile. In the 2 accidental releases that this same company had in Baldwin Hills, they had to evacuate up to 3 miles. They're not taking permits out just in my neighborhood. They're redrilling old wells everywhere, including 6 under the Beverly Center.
The destruction can be big, and history has shown us it's just a matter of time.
Not like we went to some part of the city that we don't know and saw this.
Right.
It's right here, and we were unaware.
Right.